Okay. Sorry, my shirt's wrinkled. I don't have an iron here. Wish I could find one. Anywho, I'm already starting to feel the tears a little bit in this video. So, just saw on Mirror UK that there are some rumors of Harry Styles' solo stuff being worked on, which, in all honesty, isn't that much of a surprise. I mean, I kind of figured, you know, of the five, the ones that would probably do solo projects for sure would be Harry and Zayn. Hopefully Liam. He's definitely got the voice for a solo project, so look forward to that. But anywho, but looked at a couple articles about what are the boys up to right now, meaning the One Direction guys. Because if no one knows, and maybe you know by now, maybe you don't, maybe this comes as a surprise to you, considering the demographic you're working with here, a 22-year-old straight male, but One Direction is tied for my favorite band. Of course, the Backstreet Boys being right alongside that, but these are my two favorite groups. And so, anywho, Harry Styles working on solo stuff. And kind of what the boys are doing right now. Harry's doing this, supposedly he's got Sony Music and Universal Music kind of having a bidding war for Harry's contract at the moment. Which, you know, if Harry were to go with one, I really feel like he would find more success at Universal. I feel like they would promo him better, but I feel like Sony has the better roster. But anyway, yeah. So Harry's working on a solo album. Supposedly, they're saying he's going to be the next Justin Timberlake. He's been saying that he's been working on solo music for quite some time, ever since like around Midnight Memories. This has been something that he's kind of tossed around, worked with, dabbled in, something or other. But now he's really starting to pursue it seriously and wants to make his next solo record and become the next guy to have a solo career from the group. You know, also Niall doing some songwriting. You know, at first some of it being from his or for his solo stuff, but now it's kind of saying he's wanting to write for other people. He's working with Wayne Hector, who has written a few songs for One Direction, including Still My Girl, also written for O-Town, Westlife, Jesse McCartney, if I'm not mistaken, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. It's written for a myriad of other pop acts. But the reason I'm making this video is to, one, talk about, you know, give a little bit of a, not a prediction per se, somewhat, or what I would like to see out of Harry's music. I think Harry would have a bigger fan base as a solo guy than Zayn. I think Harry, I don't know, I just think he would sell more albums. I think his music would be much more marketable than Zayn's per se. Because I feel like when Zayn left, a lot of fans were kind of hostile with him about how he chose to leave the group and about his attitude toward the group. So I feel like a lot of 1D fans, when Zayn went solo, they did not go with him. At least that's, you know, what it seems, just because his success, I don't know, you would think it'd be bigger for a guy coming from a group that big to have such a, you know, not as big of a solo career as you'd think. But part of that could be due to the somewhat lackluster quality of his most or his only album, the one that came out a couple months ago. It wasn't as good as the hype for it was led up to be. But anywho, the reason I make this video, aside from, you know, who would have a good solo album, hopefully we could get a solo album out of all of them. That'd be fantastic. But seeing that Harry's pursuing his own thing, is going to sign a solo deal more than likely, and Simon Cowell has even kind of confirmed that, or rather didn't deny it, seeing that Niall is doing his own thing, is working on some stuff, being a songwriter, um, you know, and more than likely Liam will pursue a solo album, and Louis will probably do his own thing musically, whatever it might be. Just seeing how they're all going really solidifies the breakup to me. And for me, this is a really sad moment. It's all starting to click for me. And I haven't been a 1D fan from the get-go. I really haven't. I liked a couple of songs way back when they first came out with, the What Makes You Beautiful and One Thing, and I liked a couple songs, and then just hated them. Didn't listen to them forever for stupid reasons. My ex was like in love with them, so I was like, I hate them. I'm not gonna listen to them, and I hated them forever for years. And then finally one day, I said, I give in. I'm a boy band freak. I did like a couple of their songs in the past. Let me buy their albums and give them a listen. So I did, and fell in love with their music. And so I've only been, a fan of theirs for a little over a year. And it's been so sad for me to get onto this band so late and become a fan so late and go to the back catalog, learn their story, learn them, learn the songs, learn the albums, and just kind of get all hyped up for what they're gonna do, and then just have them put out an album and then go their separate ways. It's really sucky for me, because I've fallen in love with their music and have really come to feel like I know them, through watching the documentaries and interviews and all this stuff. Just really, having this fandom and I don't know, the only other way I can think of describe it is like when you love you find a show that you love and you're crazy about it, and you start watching it season to season, and it gets better and better and better, and it ends, and this is the end. There's no more. It's never coming back. That's kind of how it feels for me, and it's really sad. I was watching for the first time. I watched their documentary, full-length feature thingy, This Is Us, which came out a few years ago. And I was finally able to get it this past week on sale. Watched it, and it was awesome because these performances got me hype, and just getting to know the boys a little bit better, and to know that this might not ever happen again. Definitely won't happen with the 5 of them ever again, and just to think about, man, I wasn't there from day one. Like, I missed being with them as they rose to where they were. I came in so late, right before they split, and I hate that, and I'm just so sad about it. I really am, and it sounds so stupid for a 22-year-old guy to be sad about a boy band breaking up, but I really am, and I really feel like I don't know if One Direction, they were first saying it's going to be a hiatus. We're going to take a year to do our own thing, and then we're going to come back. And I was like, okay, like I can hang out for a year. That's cool. You go do you for a year. I'll go do me for a year, and then come back with some music and a tour, and I'll be right back. I'll be right here waiting, like Richard Marx. But now it's seeming like this might be the end, and that scares the heck out of me. I don't know how the rest of you guys feel, the rest of you Directioners, but to me, they've provided so much joy, and so many of my favorite songs are done by them, and now I'm just like, dang it, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I'm distraught. I'm so sad. And even if they do get back together, it's probably not going to be for a really long time. They're probably going to go in their endeavors and do whatever they want to do for a while, and then come back years later, like most bands do, and they need some time. So they may not be done, but they might be done for a good 5-10 years, which is really depressing too. I mean, it's better than never coming back. Don't get me wrong. If I had the choice, I would rather them give us a 5-year break, like the Backstreet Boys did, than totally just stop. And hopefully when they come back, they'll be refreshed, and they'll actually give us 2 or 3 more albums. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't know, but it's all sinking in, and it's making me really sad. And I wanted to know how my fellow Directioners felt about this. What have been some of your favorite One Direction moments? How long have you been a fan? Everything like that. I really want to know, and I want to know I'm not the only one feeling like this. I really am. I really feel like I'm gonna cry. I don't know why. I really. They're just so lovable, and they make such good music. But anyway, that's all. That's the 1D update / feeling vlog. So, yeah.